2 balls and no strikes. Bergman, the ground ball fielded by the shortstop Vasquez, right near short right. The long throw over the head of the first baseman, Grayson Bird. He had the leap off of the first base bag to try and make the play. He can't do it. That's an error by Vasquez. It was a routine ground ball that Vasquez just put a little too much power into it, and the Volcanoes will have a base runner here in the top of the second. But the Emeralds had 3 errors. There was the error by Fernando Kelly that got Tyler White on base. It was a running play. This one a ground ball. This one getting past the glove of the second baseman, Huma. Mendoza running the third base. The throw from the right fielder, Cuevas, will be cut off by the shortstop. And now Wyatt's going to go to second base, throw to third to try and get the third baseman, Ryan Reynolds, is not in time. The second baseman, Huma, caught the ball, but his foot was on the bag. He didn't tag him. And Mendoza will go to third. Matt Malkin will go to second, where there will be someone racing a guy dressed up as the Sasquatch. And a 1-1 pitch. That ball getting away from Guerra. Mendoza's coming in to score. And the Volcanoes will get their first run of the game on a wild pitch by Josh Bergman. Baker Mendoza running in, crossing home plate. The Volcanoes with an early 1-0 lead. And the Cow is now at 2-1. Currently the dimensions from either foul pole at right field is 325 feet, left field 335. That's where the Volcanoes bullpen is, and at dead center field is 400. And the 2-1 pitch, that's a rip shot in the right field, and Eugene has tied the game. Olsen riding around the third base. He's going to get there easily. And Ryan Reynolds, the third baseman, with an RBI single that makes it a whole new ball game. Jacob Olsen going to third, and the game is now tied at 1 apiece. Reynolds hitting that line drive ball right near the first base line, gets past both Aldretti and Rodriguez going to the right field. A great person, and just talking with him a little bit. The 0-1 pitch is a deep shot going to right center field. Cuevas and American trying to make the play. American at the wall. He leaps at the wall, and it goes over the wall. Alex Canario with a second home run in as many starts. And Alex Canario with a 2-run home run. American tried to make an amazing play, grabbing onto the top of the wall, but it gets off of his glove. And Alex Canario with his 9th home run of the season. 2 for 2 on the night. He has RBIs number 37 and 38 on the year. Jeff Hoppe will score, and the Volcanoes have retaken the lead by a score of 3-1. And Lance Rymel, Eugene's manager, says that is it. So on 6 pitches, made him ground out to second. The 0-1 pitch at the line shot, straight to the shortstop. Hoppe behind the second base bag. What a heads-up play by Hoppe. And that will end the 3rd inning. First pitch by Orta, that's a blooper. That one is going to fall in right center field. Riding around third will be Harrison Freed. He is turning on the Jets. Throw to second to try and get Matt Malkin at second base is not in time. And now give Tyler Wyatt an RBI single. Harrison Freed scoring from second base. And the score is now 4-1. Salem Keizer over Eugene. And Tyler Wyatt, who just got his first RBI, is at first. 2-0. Orta the pitch. That is a ground ball fielded by the third baseman Reynolds, who touches the third base bag. Throw to first will be not in time as the ball will get out of the glove of the first baseman Grayson Bird. The second baseman Uma tried to throw to third, but he bobbles the ball. And there'll be runners on the corners. Matt Malkin will score and is now 5-1 as they are 2 games behind Tri-City. Tri-City is trailing Vancouver right now by a lot, and Everett is tied with the Indians 1 apiece. 2-2 pitch. That is a well-hit drive going to left field. That one is just gone. That one spirited away in the left field right near the foul pole. My goodness. Jake Wasser. That's his first home run with Eugene. And the score is now 4-2, Salem Keizer. Wow. That one was just destroyed. Andy Roloff getting the sign from Malkin. Runners on first and second. The windup in the pitch. That's a ground ball. That one getting past both Aldretti and Rodriguez. Riding around third is Grayson Bird, and he is going to score as the throw is offline. And it is an RBI single for Josue Uma. And the score is now 4-3 again. Another ground ball right near the line. Gets past both Aldretti and Rodriguez again. Ryan Reynolds hit a single that went around that same area as well. And the Volcanoes lead by 1 run as 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ben Madison against Edmund American, looking for his first hit of the night. The 2-2 pitch, that's a chopper, a high one, fielded by Wyatt at third base. Barehanded, throws the first, gets past the first baseman Aldretti. The game is now tied. American's going to go to second. Tyler Wyatt trying to make a nice play. He almost made an amazing play. Barehanded in a high chopper. The ball getting past the first baseman, Carter Aldretti, and the game is now tied at 4. And Depperman in the stretch. First pitch to Guerra, wind up. First pitch, that's a rip shot in the left field, and the bases will be loaded. Riding around third. No, Rodriguez is riding around third to throw to the plate. Not in time. That gets past the catcher, Guerra. It looked like the bases would be loaded as Jacob Olson fielded the ball pretty quickly, but Nestor Rojas gave Rodriguez a green light on the first pitch. Alex Canario with his third RBI of the night. And the Volcanoes have retaken the lead again by a score of 5-4. Vancouver still leading Tri-City 9-4, going to the bottom of the 8th. The game is still tied at 1 between Everett and Spokane. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The windup of the pitch by Depperman. That's a deep drive. Going to left center field. Back goes Olson. Olson is looking up at the warning track. That is over the wall. Is it gone? Yes, it is. Carter Aldretti with a 3-run home run. And you bet that Aldretti was ready for that 93-mile-an-hour fastball. A 3-run home run. Carter Aldretti, his first hit of the night, his third home run, 15 RBIs. And the Volcanoes jumping back into the lead. A very well-hit ball in the left center. And the score is now Salem Keizer 8, Eugene 4. Eugene trying to get something going here late in the game. 2 balls and a strike. Madison the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. That is a strike 2. That ball getting away from the catcher Malkin. It's going to be a wild pitch, and Eugene will have another run on the board. And the count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Uma is going to score from third. Olson's going to go to second. It is a swing and a miss by Reynolds. The ball's going to get away from the catcher Matt Malkin. And now the Emeralds pull to within 3, 8-5. Leading by 3 runs. You have a chance to get some more on the board. Payoff pitch. That's a gap shot going in the right center field. Riding around third is Canario. The throw from Giovanni Cuevas will be cut off by the first baseman. And Carter Aldretti, he will have 4 RBIs on the night as Alex Canario gets his third run. And the Volcanoes now lead by the score of 9-5. 16th RBI, Baker Mendoza at first base. Aldretti is at second. The 1-0 pitch by Bryant Malkin. That is a gap shot. That one going in the right field. Gets past the glove of the second baseman, Uma. Riding around third is Aldretti. The throw to the plate will be cut off by the catcher as he'll throw to the second baseman. He'll get not Mendoza, but he'll get Malkin in a rundown, as that will end the night offensively for the Volcanoes. It'll be a 9-4 as Malkin will get tagged. Aldretti will score. 3 hitters have scored, and that is Aldretti, Malkin, and Wyatt. The 1-2 pitch, that's a fly ball to center field. Canario is under it, and the Volcanoes will win the second game of this 4-game series here at PK Park. No runs on no hits, no errors. They left 2 runners on base. The final score here is Salem Keizer 10, Eugene 5. We're going to take a break here. Start Salem Keizer Volcanoes postgame. You're listening to 1430 KYKN. Salem is listening.